Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Anubis. If you've not seen it before, we are still watching Apeks versus Monte. And Apeks, after winning that knife round, have decided to start on their coveted CT side. Now, there's a dual bit of aggression down towards B pit, and Krez now gets the first shot onto Kixon. Now, Kixon had a monster performance on this map this morning. Can he recover himself and his stat line? As my goodness, JL and Boros, they go blow for blow, but the pace has been picked up significantly. The pole is in pole position. Find another to the tally, and the bomb has been planted. 2 versus 4.
It's going to be a very difficult position for Apeks to still get back into. Now, a player has been spotted, but already you can see Knock is getting the hell out of there together with Steeko. There is a bit of utility and armor to be saved on the side of Apeks. Perhaps they could still get away with another kill, but this is a great opening for Monte. Of course, for those who are just tuning in, this is the third map in the series. Already, both teams have picked up a map each. Monte, they did one hell of a job starting off on Mirage, and then Apeks just crawled back on Ancient after one hell of a performance on that one. So now over on Anubis, both these teams have not played it that much as of yet. So it's all up for grabs.
Yeah, there's still plenty of inexperience across both lineups. Nobody was perfect this morning, despite a ridiculous scoreline. As we head into the second round, Apeks, for the first time, lose a pistol in this series. It looks like they don't really want to attempt to do what Monte always risk. Won't be forcing up into the second, so perhaps Monte could be running away a little bit.
Pistols are here. Oh, and we're already set up, but the weapons seem to be winning it over them. Actually, a good amount of damage still coming out of the pistols. They're all lining up. Well, okay, it actually gets real close. Now, bomb will be planted. Perhaps Tico can still try and snatch away a kill if he can, or perhaps try and go for an exit post-bomb explosion. But it will be very difficult in order to do so. At least he doesn't really have anything to save, so he can still... Oh, well, maybe a single flashbang that he just walked over. But looks like he might... Though. Yeah, he will give it a shot. That's a nice, clean, quick headshot. Will be traded out, but that was still a good effort. But 2 rounds now in a row for Monte.
Yeah, lovely stuff there from the Monte lot. I think that might be the first time in the first half of a series that the second round, the conversion round, has not been stolen away by the winner of the pistol. Anyway, regardless, Apeks have guns now, and they have a slightly stronger buy than that of Monte. Sumdai Young on the Mac-10, Boros on the Galil. They are going to be up against the superior bout of weaponry. And JL, he's actually changed his positioning from earlier, taking a bit of early duels towards middle. JKM now down towards the canals. As the Mac-10 rivets off through the smoke, nothing will connect, and so far, not much has happened. Demq and Sumdai Young, they take a chip of util damage. Waro joins the fray in that engagement. There's a nice bit of mid-control early. As the bridge is clear, but JKM, a saucy spam, almost catches Sumdai Young.
Jay can hear all that noise, so he needs to be careful, because if Monte decide to swarm, it's gonna be a very difficult position for them to be in. So yeah, rightfully so, he does fall back a bit. The Molotov will even force him further. But Monte have a lot of mid-presence and are looking to set up for this wonderful split push. The initial flashbang is good for the kill upon JL, but still, we have Steeko up on the side here, but he has simply too many angles to look at. And with that, the bomb can easily be planted, and a player advantage even for Monte.
Yeah, the anchor has been lifted. Steeko, no foothold on the seafloor. Same thing regardless as Demq ensures that there is no way back into this retake. Nor scampering away now, has to save this rifle over with JKM. And oh no, Wara 2K, he's only got an added insult to injury. Just one rifle remains for this Apeks side. Their money absolutely in the dumps, and now their round count 2. 3-0 to Monte as they start to soar away from things. But we are heading into a very quick tech pause. So back over we come to the cameras for a second. A surprisingly good start for Monte there, and it's good
Yeah.
to see that they are capable of winning a pistol round.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because often on both the maps we've had so far, it was Monty winning. Oh, actually, not winning it, but then converting it back with a very strange force buy that always seemed to be working out for them. But yeah, now pleasant surprise, they can actually win the pistol round and the conversion, so it's not, the reverse curse.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Apeks are allergic to pistols. They're not allergic to pistols in a pistol round, but when they come
Yes.
chasing after them and they have full rifles, there's just something in their heads that switches, and they're like, yes, I will take every jewel I possibly can and just
Yeah.
forget to clear my corners. And also, it seems to fill Monty with an unusual confidence because their aim is crisp. Do not get me wrong. This is a team
Yes.
of absolute aimers. They've come from FPL, all of that lot, and well, they're keen to punish Apeks, and they're doing a pretty damn good job of it thus far. And also, after losing that first gun round, I am a little bit worried for Apeks, especially after they started on the T side this morning to give themselves a bit of time to build into things.
Yeah, earlier you were already saying, they favored a T side, and I think so far we've actually seen, if we take a look at Apex, the T side over on Ancient, that's sort of the spirit that they need to hang on to. But right now, it's a bit difficult, Sneaky.
Yeah, it certainly is, and it's going to continue to be difficult, especially after this momentum breaker. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we do need to go to a quick technical break, so apologies for this, and we should be right back with you in just a couple of minutes. Do not go anywhere, and we'll see you all shortly.
Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for our HUD. We have had some technical issues with that unfortunately we are not able to fix as of the time being because, you know, obviously we still want to have this incredible game on hand. And Monte already having a great start, having the economy behind them, and they are on their way for a fall.
Yeah, they tear through JKM, the sole defender of the B-bomb site, and there's not much that can be done in order to respond. Now that is a little cheeky boost spot I did not know you could use. On top of the flower pots, it seems. But regardless of that cheeky boost spot, there won't be any cheeky Mr. in the round. Instead, DemQ spams on down. Seiko's not in the best of ways. That's a good grenade. It makes them one-tappable, but you have to find the one-tap first, which is the hard part. Sumdai Young, not spurned away by the grenade, continues to push forward, and they almost anticipate the possibility of a rear flank from Nork here. Nork might maybe get a single frag here, as he does tuck in a promiscuous position, but no, Krasnal sends him packing, and with that, Monte, they find a very impressive fourth on the board. Fourth in a row, for that matter.
And finally, the time has come for Apeks to buy up. We see Nork with that big rain gun in his hands. Very impactful weapon so far. And now here over on Anubis, he needs to be showing worth again. Because over on the last map, he was definitely delivering together, especially with JKM. He was not. So let's see if Apeks can crawl back up on the board with Monte, or perhaps just gonna take it by a roll.
Oh, Bastiko, though, does he see the shadow? I don't think he does, but Kixan, he sees more than a shadow. He finds 2 kills. Sumdai Young is swift to trade, but into the 4v3 with Thrust and DemQ. Is he going to walk into the Nork? Yes, he will, but trigger pulled a moment too soon as it only lips him through the wall. Sumdai Young, a headshot at range, and we're straight back into even stature.
Look at the aggression again, though, coming out, but this time it will be punished. JL was hoping for an opportunity here for Apeks, but suddenly, again, Monte has found that player advantage. And kicks in a knock. I'm looking to regroup up here, or at least take back control off of middle. Sumdai Young is creeping around the corner. Now, the timing might work in his favor. Oh, he's looking the wrong way, but look at that flick! He still manages to get the kill. In fact, actually, it was DemQ right behind him who helped him out, got the kill. And now they're free of range, still with a player over towards that B-bomb site. It's all going to be going Monte's way again.
Yeah, Monte, a cracking start here. 5 in a row, including 2 gun rounds now. As Apeks, they're just been made to look a little silly. Oh, he's going to seal away the AWP as well. Doesn't even want to pick it up. In fact, I'm assuming that's because they won't be using an AWP on the T side. And if that is the case, that's very, very interesting. Yeah, they're opting for an AWPless T side. And in fairness, it is a difficult side to get a wrangle on as a sniper. Lots of really precarious angles. You are a lot more fluid if you don't have an AWP here. And so, yeah, I respect the decision-making behind that one. Intelligently done. And as the AWP is an IGL, I'll credit that idea to Waro. As Apeks now continue to struggle, especially with just a full Deagle investment.
Again, Apeks take quite a very aggressive approach, this time peeking the middle doors, but it will again come at a cost. We're hoping for trade potential, but the utility was not quite helping them out there. And now that the smoke have faded, Apeks is just going for a 2-2 setup. So 2 over towards A, 2 over towards B, splitting out and hoping that perhaps you can try and work some magic with those pistols, but it's not quite gonna cut it. Again, the weapons win it over them. And Monte, they seem to be honestly unstoppable as of right now.
Yeah, this is about to be 6 in a row. It looks like Apeks may well have run out of steam after their own map pick, and It's not the end of the world just yet, and almost the end of Boros, but a great save from Sumdo Young there. He's just Nork with a Deagle and armor. Seems to be a wasted investment, though, as a bullet shreds through the back of his cranium. Massive start for the Ukrainian core. And Apeks, they're just not really here yet. They've had a couple of close affairs, I suppose, but perhaps they've been lulled into a false sense of security after Honoris was just so easy for them to dispatch this morning.
This needs to be it. They need to really get back into things, and this is the struggle, though, with Apeks being so good on their T side and now starting off on C. You can see them struggling. Now a nice nade that will at least keep Monte at bay for now. But yeah, I'm not too worried. There's still plenty of utility of their own. They can continue to apply pressure and take Apeks off guard in their angles. Look at this. Oh, there was a bit of a team flash that was supposed to be flashing into this position where JChem is holding. But instead, he gets a freebie.
Just didn't quite go deep enough. And with that, this is the first opening advantage we've seen from Apeks in a while, let alone a double opener. Gale decides to chime on in as well. Sumdo Young falls to the wayside. Smokes now rain on down towards the A site, but is it going to be a fake? It does appear to be that way. Bomb is making its way on back. A nice dink from Nork, but a great shot from Boros. The recovery is swift, but can JK deal a further killing blow? Yes, he can. Even further damage to the man behind and into a 2v4 with Thrust as Monte. They've got stacks to cash. They may as well go for it, but no longer looking like an impossible challenge.
Oh, again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, damn QQ finds the opportunity, picks up the bomb, and now with 20 seconds left, he does need to be careful because TTs could be swarming left and right, and eventually Stigo with the timing does manage to catch off the cross. So with that, Apeks, they have managed to get their first round up on the board, and a crucial thing right now for them is to convert. If they can't do that, Monte is just going to continue where they left off.
And where Monte left off is a pretty dangerous place for the Norwegian organisation. Definitely don't want to let things slip as far out of control as they did in the early game. Yeah, with stacks of cash behind them, Monte have pretty much unlimited buy here. Veerless, from what you've seen so far, is there anything you think that Apeks could be doing differently?
They often send in players quite aggressively. I think they are very desperate at this moment for opening frags. Whereas I think if they are a bit more patient, and perhaps wait out on the round. Now they are a bit more passive, just peeking over the smoke for potential boost. It's the right call, but again, ooh, they go for once more a peek very heavily, but they back off at the right moment once they get that opening.
Yeah, that was an impressive opener there, a long-range one at that with just the M4. Nork is not quite yet back on that AWP, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, but after an awful round in the previous, Warriors decided that he's more comfortable on the big green, more prolific as a fragger. So as the down towards the bridge, JL, he's right in dodge. Nothing he could really do there, especially dodge the bullets. Now, in this 4v4, things are looking a little precarious again for Apeks, as if you look at the util they have left, they have one singular smoke to work with.
Slowly but surely, Monte is looking to get into that B-bomb side. Still aware of their back. And Apeks is with two men strong here up on this side. Actually, a rotation is coming through. They are making the right read. And that's all on the back of Stigo, who has pushed through that A-bomb site. Now the call is coming through. Kicks in. He is delivering again. Finds the kill from Krasnal. Now only one trade in return. And suddenly 10 seconds left. This is scary territory for Monte. And Apeks can actually do this round justice. 2 rounds now on the board, and hopefully on the road to more.
Yeah, they've done it in difficult rounds as well. Both of them gun rounds, and another one yet to follow. Monte, look at the stacks of cash they were able to accrue in just 6 openers. They've got another full buy, full utility, and another full buy to follow should this one go awry. Benefits, of course, of both the T-side economy and the loss bonus. And the fact they're keeping Apeks honest, a limited spattering of utility in places as JL once again returns to middle rather than his usual positioning on the B-side pits. But JKM definitely deserves his choice of place after his performance in the previous map. It was absolutely dazzling. Stico, though, Lisa Dazzle himself drops a smoke to deny A pushes. And it will at least be effective for the moment. JL, though, overextend and almost gets mowed down by Sumdai Young without ever being spotted.
One with the close position and instantly a counter Molotov. Apeks have some answers ready, and they are aware that players, the people are over towards water. Could be 2 things. They could be splitting B, or they could be splitting A, perhaps. But it's only the question, where exactly will they be going? And Narc finding Boros. That's another player out, and that instantly sends Monte straight into the other bomb site. Stico about to be tested. 1 player out, but now it's time for him to deliver. Only good for 1, though. And it is still a 3-on-3. Still options up on the board for both squads. But so far, Woro2K finds another kill up on the AWP. Creates a player advantage.
Oh, this is huge from Sumdai Young, though. Lines them both up. It's just a few bullets required. And Monte put themselves onto a threatening 7th. Yeah, that round was played poorly by the end of it. And Nork missing a shot allowed for so much presence on the A bomb site. Again, the team just looks so much more fluid and so much more accurate this morning. They just can't quite keep up with former form. Monte on the flip side, having an absolute field day out here. They are the slightly more experienced Anubis roster with 2 maps played to the 1 of Apeks. Both of them won relatively convincingly. One versus the UK squad of Viperia. It was a 16-10. Couldn't quite give you the stats on their previous endeavour. JKM, he fires way too early there. Far too ambitious with just the MP9, and with that MP9 being a hero buy, needs to ensure he holds on to it.
Full on push that's gonna come through now. They have a couple of players close, but perhaps 2 cross couple 4 players with the North like Woro2K. But they will send in a mech tends to go in first. Stico is hoping to find a bit of an answer. Still a 3-on-2. Could be possible for Apeks, but it's not gonna come easy with an MP9 and a pistol in hand. Okay, again, a bit of a free opportunity there for JPM to strike. But as soon as the foot gets spotted right through the smoke, it again is all in the hands of Monte. Still, I do need to give props because there was good damage dealt up onto what was a bit of a scrappy buy for Apeks. But now it's time for them to buy up again, and it needs to be now. They need more rounds up on the board in order to really contest with this force that is Monte.
Yeah, the problem is, though, Monte have a near unlimited economy. They just keep buying guns and keep winning rounds, keep getting bomb plants. And Apeks, as much as they are now starting to do a little bit of damage, they waited quite considerable length of time before they really started applying the pressure. They do win 2 rounds in a row, both of them gun rounds, but in this one, already JL down to 52 with no util left. North is in a horrible position. That's so unfortunate. Lands the tag. Somehow still alive. North, that's a quick scope. Kickdown chimes on in for another. Massive defense here off the B bomb site. Huge heroics from the Apeks side. Krasnell and Woro slowed to a halt. They can't go any further. Having said that, though, Krasnell decides to go on a bit of a lurk play of his own. Sealing Jacob's style. But Jacob, you can't outlurk the lurker. Woro learns it the hard way. The AWP is dropped and Krasnell now left in a 1 versus 5. And it just seems like an impossible ordeal.
If they can actually snatch away that last weapon as well, that's going to be such a big confidence boost. There we go. Apeks surviving with all 5 of them. So as far as economy goes, that's a nice buffer to be having. Still though, economy on the side of Monte is not going to be broken. They can easily drop for one another, even though they have Boros, for example, only on about 3k. But they're not in trouble as of yet, especially, you know, they're having 8 rounds here already up on T side. Looking so solid. They don't have a lot to worry about, whereas the pressure is up on Apeks. Now the first conversion is in, and now they just need a couple more to really get that momentum back on their side.
Can you remember the last properly T-sided map in the map pool?
Oh, it definitely has been a while. I think like perhaps a
I want to
Dust
say
2.
Cash.
Yeah, Dust 2 is a bit more 50-50, similar like I would say with Mirage. But Cash, yeah. Yeah, probably.
Or
Damn.
maybe Dust 2 before they added the wall in at top mid?
Yes, exactly. They obviously made a couple of changes, but perhaps the older version.
Yeah, but I am tempted to start agreeing with people in the sense that maybe Anubis is fairly T-sideless in that, but Nork even good to prove that theory wrong. Unfortunately, allows for a trade regardless. Demq, you sneaky little devil, creeps on into the smoke and Boros catches another. The T-side are running rampant around Apeks here, as they're just seemingly incapable of catching a trade, catching a break even. They think they're safe behind their smokes, but then slide on in is Monte. And now kicks on. Oh, he's about to meet a cruel and unusual fate. And that picks up one, but the trade is there, and Nork, scoping in, gives up his position. He's going to very quickly become overwhelmed from both angles, and the fact he's not anticipating this is a little worrying.
Just hoping for an exit opportunity. Ooh, I think he should have heard that. But he's definitely aware. Could be also flanked from behind, so he takes the opportunity. Ooh, he spots his second player as well. But MQQ is just a tad bit faster. So it actually takes away the orb that will be handed over. So, again, it's looking solid. 9 rounds already, luckily for Apeks on the back of that. The round before, they have a bit of leftover as far as cash goes, so they can afford M4s, even another orb in the hands of Nork, who's currently actually sitting on 8 kills, and then Kixon, perhaps a bit uncanny, but he's actually second up on the fragging department for Apeks with 7 kills.
Yeah, he's doing surprisingly well, given how out of form he's looked in this series so far. But again, this morning, he was a menace, especially on the T side here. Double entry after double entry. And JKM, he's on the wrong side for double entries, but he wants to do it regardless. Steeko, that is magnificent. Keeps his teammate alive, takes full control of boats and canals. But as soon as I say that, I'll have to bite my tongue as Sunday Young bites down on the Norwegian. And finds himself a tasty bit of surströmming, or is that Swedish?
I'm actually not sure if that which country it's from, but one thing I know is that it is disgusting, and I would rather not eat it. So maybe that's also why I just don't know it.
I mean, as a vegetarian, I get a free pass. Kicks on. Oh, he says you shall not pass. Sunday Young is found. The spam through the smoke replies to Boros' initial engagement, but Warrow, the orb barrel's been spotted and actually sells out Boros' position. Norkin kicks on. They've got quite the ordeal on their hands here. But even more strenuous is the pressure on the shoulders of the 21-year 21-year-old Ukrainian AWPer.
Again, time will be of the essence. There's still 2 more players to find, and only 15 seconds left in the timing again. Oh, it could be working well. Oh no, a missed shot. Perhaps an opportunity still at hand for War 2K. It's going to be planting for the long position, but that's where Kixon is going to be coming from. And yeah, this is just very rough. You know one player's position, you don't know the other. It will take a gamble, but 1v2 is a very tough situation just simply to be in. So, with that, Apeks find themselves a 4th round. Monte still on 9, but looking very comfortable, and even, I mean, second to last round, but they decide to force up.
Yeah, it's a bold choice. Clearly, as you said, feeling confident in their abilities. They make that last round very close. Rattles on down, a Molotov flies on through. In fact, that's a double Molotov set up in towards middle. Monte clearly keen for mid presence, but this allows JKM again an opportunity to engage in some tomfoolery. But oh, Krasnov, that is honestly a scandalous jumping Tech-9 kill. Flashbangs fly on through as well, so actually Nork is not blinded by them. Stiko's got a great crossfire. Someday Young retrieves an M4, but Warro in the backlines with his trusty Galil ensures that there are no further deficits. I tell a lie, kicks on a Nork, another frag apiece. It comes full circle. Warro, what a shot! My goodness, it is all over the shop on this A bomb site, but finally, I have a moment to breathe as Apeks buy themselves some breathing room.
Oh, well, they are creeping closer, and this was a bit my worry, because they could still make it 6-9, and then we can, you can already calculate in that Apeks is better on the T side, so if they're going to be switching, who knows? They could still crawl back, especially if they find a 6th here. They can get themselves a tad bit of a buffer to work with, and Apeks, they are going to try and give it their all in order to make that happen. Already, look at this aggression. Very fast forward over towards that B-bomb site. Still holding water though, just in case. But at the same time, JL, he keeps getting overwhelmed over towards this middle position. Stiko comes in to help and delay things, but it does result in him being completely alone over towards A.
It's a risky gamble. It's a position that Stiko's used to by this point, as Nork does provide a bit of cover, but misses another shot. In fairness, this time presented with 2 targets, the mind just never seems to be able to focus on one of them. And Stiko, oh, as I said, he's more than comfortable by himself. Someday Young ensures that they're there for the opposite young rifler, but Kixon seals the deal, and ladies and gentlemen, with that, it will be another 9-6 scoreline reminiscent of Mirage, but we'll have to find out who comes up clutch in the second half after this short break.
Welcome back, everybody. Currently, the scoreline is 9-6. Monte is on a very good roll, and even though, I mean, they had some really ballsy plays, I have to say, you know, forcing up second to last round, for example, but they were definitely sitting very comfortable on T side, and now it's a turn for Apeks to see if they can still turn the tide. So far, Krasnal finds the first one. Oh, actually, no, sorry, excuse me. Up first. It was
Nork with a nice
yeah,
P251 tip.
that was very crisp and clean. And now again, JL on the flip side, he was playing mid a lot. Now on the reverse side of things as well, taking a bit of a peek. But it looks like Apeks is soon going to be setting foot over towards this B-bomb site, and perhaps a bit of trouble is waiting because currently 3 of the CTs are waiting there.
Yeah, they need Seiko to start selling some kind of fake, and oh, he's got the perfect util for it, but instead it's going to be Kixan lining up further util. Oh, has he just done a cross-map smoke? Oh my god, there's been a full rotation to A, but now they're already running back, and Apeks have wasted a lot of time running onto the actual bomb site. Only now do they realize that it's clear. Seiko and JKM will need to cover as the bomb does eventually go down. Monte, they realize their error, but that is a ridiculously good smoke that was thrown. I do not know where it landed, what just happened, but a smoke was thrown, and Seiko, out on his own, manages to find 2 in tandem and kicks on. My goodness, it's all over the shop again. JKM's left in a 1v2. He's used to a clutch scenario, finds the first, Granny back the second. Krasnal is elusive but can't evade the final shot, and Apeks bagged the pistol. 5 out of 6.
Yeah, Apeks is phenomenal when it comes down to the pistols. And now the question is, Monte has a slight buffer to work with, but they're on CG side. Haha!
Scouts?
But they are still looking to go for a falls, I think. Double scout being picked up, a pistol in the hands of Boros as well. But there are still some money to spend.
I can't say I've ever seen a double scout on... I can't say many people have seen a double scout on Anubis, to be fair. There's only been about 40 recorded matches, but at a time like this, it's a pretty close scoreline. That's a wild purchase to be going for.
Well, they must have an idea in mind. I think having Wara one definitely makes sense. Krasnal with another one depends on his position, where he's going to be playing. Could be playing in towards just be long or middle. And it looks like actually Wara is playing over towards A instead. Oh, is about to be met with a lot of aggression. Perhaps the bomb is on its way there, whereas Kixan straight up through the doors. Oh, they need to be careful walking into one another, and that means trouble for the CTs. They're getting overwhelmed. There's only one player up on the side. Samdai Young can't quite do anything. And one by one, Monte just is falling apart.
Yeah, massive collateral there from Waro. Manages to tag 2 players down to very low. JKM inches from death, but Krasnal, poor fella, last alive in a 1v4. Nothing he can get done here other than a save. He needs to try and bring that scout into the next. And I get that it's like signature Monte, just constantly force buy in the second round, but I do think there is a time and a place. And I think at this close of a scoreline, you didn't really need to. You may as well just go in for the third round, where you'll likely have a stronger buy than the bonus that Apeks bring into it, but clearly not their style. As Apeks fashion their way into an 8th round. Only 1 deficit now. Can they prove once and for all that this new map is a T-sided display? Or can Monte get a wrangle on things and start putting rounds on the board after one more discrepancy that they must let through?
Once again, a stat coming out, which I think is the right call to do when you're on these eco rounds. And then having Waro sitting a little bit further back with the scout. He's taking a bit of a peek. That's actually him out. Oh, nice double nade though. That's a great answer coming out of Monte. Still though, they need to be careful if they still want to try and give this round a shot. They need to make sure they are not giving anything away. And look at this, Apeks they need to play with so much utility already at hand in order to be able to cross, pick up the bomb. But still there is a chance to get back into things. Suddenly, we went from a 3 versus 2 into a 2 versus 0. Apeks recover, and they make the scoreline now all tied up.
So you know how I mentioned Kicksarm was popping off on the T side of Anubis this morning? The man's currently 18 and 12. He is top fragging the server as the IGL for this new roster. And, well, I guess compliments to the chef after all. As he's slowly elevating the level of his team. I can't believe he manages to find the last 2 frags there. He saves his team a lot of strife. The main problem is they got down to that level of scenario in the first place, but no, gonna go for a jump bait and switch here. Will it work out since there is a crossfire in middle? In fact, no. They're waiting, seeing if the CTs will deliver any aggression, but they won't be given the opportunity as Warrow decapitates Jacob. And Nork, well, he does retrieve the fallen rifle, but has no idea of SDY's position. The flashbang affects only Warrow here, and he does take a little util damage in the process. Apeks are unable to retain an even stature, and so the advantage still runs away with the Monte side.
Couple of extra pieces of utility are dropped over to other teammates in order for then one person to align everything up so that the rest can creep in closer. Now, Molotov is in position to at least deal with the side. Warrior 2K, he's not scared. He can still deliver with the op. That's 2 for 1. And Monte find themselves a lot of advantages here already, leaving just North all by himself, and he is completely annihilated. No leg left to stand on. And suddenly, Monte is bouncing right back. So Apeks had a really good start here up on T side, but Monte is not done yet.
Yeah, it took them 3 rounds to get themselves into gear and a risky force buy to come on through, but Monte have a fantastic round number 19, putting them first onto double digits, and now a pretty damn advantageous buy. Apeks severely lacking in the util department. Nork does have an AWP for his troubles, and he will not be able to strike. That's a gorgeous flashbang, absolutely keeping Warrow alive. Oh, and he tags JL with that as well. JL, 7 and 16, really not enjoying his endeavours here on Anubis.
You can see actually just a couple of flashbangs, but it keeps the presence there for Monte. Just being aware and patient. Waiting for a response ready to come out of Apeks. So you have a utility actually landing on both sides. So with that, you can see that Monte is being patient, whereas on previous map, they sometimes just like to push a lot. Now they're just sitting tight, waiting for Apeks to make the first move. Ooh, and that's a small mistake. Stiko hoping for an opportunity, and well, now with that flashbang being thrown over the side, they, I think, will probably know what is about to come. A nice Molotov to delay things for Apeks here on the site. Not rotating over another player, but there's still 3 members strong here.
Oh, dearie me. Krasnell starts fragging again, and Kicksarm's only good for a single. Sundar Young dances around the back pillar, and Nork does try and even up the numbers, but is quickly thinned out himself. JKM not long for this world, as Warrior 2K rips him to shreds with a USP. And I'll be honest, one of the most worrying things about a disciplined CT side is that Anubis almost rewards a passive playstyle. As long as you're watching every angle, there are so many pillars to hide behind that it's just impossible to carve through all of them, especially when there's 3 to a bomb site. And Apeks, they made the mistake of giving up Stiko early doors with no trade opportunity. The util is wasted, the flashbangs don't work, and they don't have a hero AK investment. And I don't know if that's really the right choice, as Kickson's already been removed from the round by Warro 2K, and he's about to do it again! No, I tell a lie. JL will at least temporarily put a stop to the proceedings, but he's not in the best of places, and Boros, well, he certainly is to pick up a double.
Yeah, so it doesn't even matter. Even though Warrior 2K was only good for 1 kill, the rest of the team is just there to pick everyone up, and even some young. It doesn't matter that the flashbang came through at all. Monte continues to strike, and after some small slip-ups, and perhaps a tad bit of overconfidence, they are still recovering so nicely, and make sure that the same silly mistakes are not happening again.
And speaking of silly mistakes, there's been a fair few on this Apeks side. Giving up Seiko that early, such a massive blunder. But I believe a quick tactical pause called there by the likes of Monte, just to ensure that Apeks don't get any funny ideas. They are pretty damn well equipped to deal with whatever the international lineup's been throwing at them thus far. It's just concerning that the gun rounds really haven't been falling into the favour of Apeks, and in all fairness, neither of the duels in favour of JL. The man's 8-in-18 right now. Very uncharacteristic, as Jacob, a far cry from his magnificence on the previous map.
Yeah, it's really insane how a map can really make someone come alive. He looks so comfortable in this one. And I'm not sure if it's just performing well under pressure, because of course now it needs to happen. But it is a shame. JL has been a bit quiet throughout the entire series, I would say. JKM is relatively quiet, especially after coming on and being such a beast on Ancient. Now just 11 kills, and he sits almost at the bottom of the entire server. So unfortunately we have a bit of a tech issue, so that will mean we will go to a very short break, but hopefully we will be back very shortly. Welcome back, everyone. Apologies for the short delay. We had a bit of a tech issue, but we are back rolling. And Monte, I mean, they certainly were on quite the roll themselves as well. Having a bit of a struggle at the beginning of the second half, but a wonderful bounce back. And now up on 12th round. Only need to find 4 more. And they have got themselves their first series win here of the Challenger League.
Oh, JL, though, already taken a rough bit of damage, down to 53, and I think it's safe to say that Apeks were the favourites coming into this one. Be a bit of an upset if Monte were to snatch this opening victory of Challenger away from them, and Waro snatches the opening frag away, kills the opposing IGL, and Jacob, no trade in sight. It's a rocky one again. Not the start that Apeks would have wanted after the tech timeout. SDY now comes to Joy Krasnal, as Monte looked to have got all of the map on lockdown.
Prime presence being shown, and JKM certainly knows, but he's being careful. But he doesn't commit, and he looks to push. Let's Tico go in first. He will die. But you can see all the eyes are focused up on that position. There are a couple of flashbangs, but they're not being thrown, and that leaves opportunities still at hand for Monte. Oh, but look at this. They actually managed to swarm the site. Suddenly, 8-2-1-2 situation. And already they are holding position. Fast position should be known, but still right from above comes Boros. And what a teamwork. I love the way that they were using that mystery around Boros' positioning, and you could see the panic in the eyes of Apeks once they went down to just one player. Really nicely done, and with that, a 13th round up on the board.
It feels like Kixan is doing amazing work, but the rest of the team are very slow to rise to the occasion. Nork has been filling the kill feed, but not been finding the kills that really count. On the flip side of the equation, Monte, they've got a much more even spread in the fragging department. It feels like everyone is delivering absolutely when they have to. And with that, they do have that 4-round lead, and they look to retain it as Nork is going wild. My goodness, fully blinded. What is going on here? I think that was his own flashbang that seals his fate. Demcube fells another with a Molotov, and remember, this is yet another buy round for Apeks. As Demcube, he's still alive and kicking. Waro kicks Kixan in the teeth. Oh, and it goes from bad to worse. Fearless, they can't catch a break, and Jacob almost catches a nade to the face. Instead, sure Nico eats lead, and I can't even throw to you because the round's already over.
Yeah, at this moment, Monte is just continuing on a roll. Apeks had, I would say, a good effort in trying to come back. You know, the scoreline at one point was tied up. But, the tech pause especially also didn't quite help out. The momentum and sort of like the hope that you were very close, it started to slip away out of Apeks' hands.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this entire game slipped already from Apeks' fingers. We could be looking at back-to-back-to-back 16-9 scorelines. A trading of blows and a trading of maps. It's almost like Apeks doomed themselves by starting on that CT side. Yeah, I am still one of the wacky advocates for starting T-side and finishing on the defense. And I very, very rarely get to cast a game in similar fashion. But unfortunately, I do believe we've got another issue going on here. And so we will be heading back into a very short break where, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just a couple more minutes. We'll see you shortly. Well, hello there once again, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay, but there was an FPS bug on the side of Monte, which has now been resolved. And as we head into round number 24, well, Apeks, they're backed against a wall here. They could go for a bite, and that's exactly what Nork's going to do at the very least. And AK's brought to the table. Bits and pieces collected on with him. They don't want to go for the full investment, but they don't really want to be backed onto 15-9 either. A lot of tough decisions to be made here. And a very tough round that needs to be won realistically for Apeks. On the flip side, Monte, they're laughing all the way to the bank. And excuse me, they are like an ironclad wall of defense here.
Yeah, it's not going to come easy whatsoever, especially with the buy that they currently have. It's going to be on the back of Nog, perhaps JKM, to go for a very fast and flashy play up on that Mech 10. Now, I do like that they are just being patient right now. Perhaps Monte like to push something. But they themselves, they know, and they're actually playing very heavily in towards this B side. They've been trying to hit it quite a fair amount of times. And already Cleansing being shown right from Walter. Stiko does find a nice good kill. And with a missed shot, who knows what could happen. Stiko finds another, and suddenly JL as well.
What? What is going on? Waraduke lands a no-scope through the edge of the smoke as Monte smoked their own Molotov, allow presence on the site for Apeks, and now Demq. He's lost in the source. He's lost in the smoke. I don't know what's going on. The mini-map hardly indicates a thing, but Norg indicates he knows at least some semblance of what's happening and puts his team onto double digits in a must-win round for Apeks. But huge shout out to Stiko there with two nightmarish Tech 9 one-taps.
Yeah, this is... well, I'm honestly not even sure how it happened, but I guess trying to overwhelm with especially the pistols up close, yeah, that's how you do it. You know, Woro couldn't really do anything up on the op, because, yeah, you suddenly got a bullet in your head from a Tech 9. But now, the good thing is, with that round, they got a full buy up on the board, no op, which actually still can be important on the side of Monte. And it's looking destroyed. That is JKM out. Who again has been a tad bit quiet, I would say. He's on the bottom for the team together with Seiko. This is a bit uncanny in comparison to his performance earlier on here today. But then again, we also have to encounter all the tech pauses, everything, all the delays. It's not quite helping out. And now the rest of the team is here to step up.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a momentum killer. Sundar Young, he's been a nice cold killer on the flip side. Nork, though, has grouped up, and I'm surprised they've been given B pit control. This is a bit of a slip-up here from Monte, but the problem is Apeks are too tentative to actually go for the play, and Kickson's just been shot in the back. Krasnal now, so much presence on the site, but he doesn't realise JL's already slipped on past. Sundar Young cut off behind his own smoke, now Bobby out of position as JL catches another. Where has this JL been for the entirety of this game? And Stiko has one more to Vitali. Where has this resurgence come from? Nork another chiming through, and they've actually broken Monte's economy.
This is really insane. This could be the moment for Apeks to really get back into the game. Because they have that op in hand. They have AKs, utility, whatnot. Money now also from the bomb being planted. Monte, perhaps someday Young can make it a tad bit more expensive, but he's so far away. He's just saving, not even going for an exit. Because at this point, anything you can save is crucial in order to still maintain that economy. We have Krasto and Woro, who should be having enough money. So, I would think they might go for a buy. But, okay, no. I see a pistol coming out for Woro, so most likely just a half buy around that M4. Just making sure you keep your funds. You have the buffer. You know, this is very close to closing it out for Monte. So, best not to give anything away with another force buy.
Yeah, having said that, though, there ecos have been pretty promiscuous regardless now with another even trade. Apeks are almost on the back foot, especially with how they've been treated in these pistol rounds before. I don't know why I'm more nervous for the teams with guns than I am for the ones without, but JL does at least quell my fears slightly. Boros gets his hair cleanly taken off, and into a 4v3 we go, but I still can't shake the feeling that something's about to go horribly wrong.
We have seen it time and time again now.
Oh,
Sunda
no.
Young gets a double kill, potential for more. And it's actually Woro2K who is right behind him, picks up the M4, and suddenly a 2 versus 1. The bomb also lost in the hands of Woro. And MQQ is even on the way to come in and guard the other end of where the bomb is sitting. This is
I really
very
don't like
scary.
that I called that.
It happens. It happens. But now, this is nice though. JKM is able to separate the two fighters, one player out, and now he knows where the other player is probably at. He's at the bomb, but now 25 seconds, 1 HP. Oh no. Oh, this is detrimental. There's nothing he can do.
No.
Oh, that's honestly painful.
Sunda Young causes a severe amount of pain there to both me and Apeks. I just feel bad. I feel bad that I accidentally called that. They just clear the corner one by one again. They play so nonchalantly when they think they're up against pistols, and then they hear a rifle. It's Monte. Of course they're going to have a gun that's not a pistol. When have they not? And again, they get slapped to pieces, and I think that might be the biggest mistake that costs them this entire series.
Yeah, that's... It is really insane when you come to think of it, but now at the end of the day, you know, it is series point. Monte is also calling a timeout, calming things down, and make sure they keep their heart cool and they can close it out. That is the important question for Apeks. It needs to be now. They need to deliver 4 rounds in a row to take it to overtime.
Pressure's really on here, and Apeks, I'd normally say they thrive under pressure, but they haven't looked in form at all this evening. Perhaps the amount of time they've had to be alert throughout the day has been detrimental to them. They had a 9 AM game, or 10 AM game, and have had to stay in the zone all the way up until 7 PM. It's not an easy feat by any means, but Waro looks to make light work of Jacob as he edges his way down the bridge, jiggling around. Surely by now they know this is Waro's favourite position. He struck them enough from it. As Apeks are about to be struck by the clock.
Sunda Young. Nice positioning actually there. Being patient, knowing that often Apeks like to go into water, especially if they want to go for this beast split type of scenario. But they're still on the fence. They can easily still divide back into A instead. And they leave that one player lurking around on B. That's a risk. And they are willing to take it. That's the B player out. They need to commit with 2 against 5 here on this A bomb side. And it's not going to come easy. Dem QQ finds one. Is looking for more knock. Will trade. Finds a second. And who knows what he can do all by himself. But it will need to be an ace clutch for another round up on the board.
Oh, Waro does overextend there, still giving him one-on-one duels, but now, finally, from the backlines, Boros waltzes on in. Almost actually nades himself to death. That was a close one, but it's fine. Panic over, crisis averted, bomb defused. And it will be revenge for Monte. After losing to Apeks in the ESL Advanced Finals, they spin things over the line in a 2-1 fashion. And honestly, I'm going to say it was a fairly dominant victory. Very dominant on their own map pick overall.